This is like motion capture of my daily exercise routine every morning in my mind, because normally what I'm doing is drinking an entire pot of coffee and complaining about something. Birds, the weather, life in general, even outer space. I don't like it because I don't understand it, but I do understand why this game is regarded as one of the best fighting games on the PlayStation. Because it is. It's very simple. It's not the best fighting game on the PlayStation because Bushido Blade has that honor, but it's right up there, and in fact many people prefer Tekken 3, released in 1998 for the original PlayStation. For those who haven't played it, Tekken is a game largely based on button combinations rather than swinging and moving joysticks around. It's very different than the Street Fighter or SNK fighters in that respect. To really master the game, you've got to play it a long time to memorize some extremely complicated, lengthy button combos. I've actually spent more time playing Tekken 2. My roommate in college and I played that game for a semester along with Bushido Blade. Two great games to waste a semester on. Tekken 3 brings some refinement over Tekken 2. You get an arcade mode, a survival mode, and the Tekken Force mode, which should just be called the Streets of Rage mode. Chicken. A whole chicken as a power-up. Love it. The fighting in the Tekken Force mode is, well, several notches below the actual fighting in Tekken 3, but this is just a neat addition to the game. As I'm recording this, they're already up to Tekken 6, but the great thing about Tekken 3 is what a fantastic game it is, and how affordable it is. It'll play on your PlayStation 1, 2, or 3, and while it may not look as good as the newest incarnation of Tekken, the gameplay itself is the strength of Tekken. Fun characters, all of which have different fighting styles, extremely responsive controls, lots of unlockable characters, and excellent sound design. Tekken 3 has surprisingly good music that's easy to overlook when you're concentrating on everything else that's good about this game. Sometimes I look at these old fighters as being a bit slow and sluggish. That's just not the case with this one. While there's some loading screens from time to time, for the most part, it's not a game that suffers from any technical problems whatsoever.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
I'm playing this with the ASCII-ware fighting stick for the PlayStation, which I've previously reviewed, the ass-kicking-ware fighting stick. And Tekken 3 gives you the chance to assign different kicks and punches and combos to different buttons on your PlayStation controller. So I have my grabbing buttons, which are like the combinations of punching and kicking pushed together, assigned to the L1, R1, R2, and L2 buttons, which when laid out on a fighting stick are very easy to hit during fighting. Which won't help me here as I'm about to lose a match horribly. But who wants to play a fighting game where you win every single game? Tekken 3 will punish you with some challenge. Although I find the strength of any of these games to be playing against a friend. Someone who doesn't know any of the button combinations any better than I do. This isn't the kind of game that needs to be played with a fighting stick like Street Fighter because there's not many swinging or arcing movements with the joystick. It's really all button combinations and quick movements up or down and left or right. You press up or down on the D-pad or joystick to move your character up and down on the playing field in a 3D style environment to move out of the way of other characters' attacks and grab them. The Tekken games remind me a lot of Sega's Virtua Fighter series.
You lose.
Even the characters look the same. Except for Yoshimitsu, he's definitely unique.
Fight.
And that's Tekken 3, regarded as one of the best Tekken games, and certainly one of the best fighting games on the original Sony PlayStation. Easy to find, cheap to buy, and it's a terrific fighting game to play against a friend. You can't go wrong with Tekken 3.